This is Tank's Vlog, January 21st, 2019, wrapping up today in sports. We're brought to you by Allow Me to Be Frank, the podcast you can hear on SoundCloud and iTunes. Please click listen and give us ideas of how we could improve your podcast and what we can do to get even better. It's the nightmare that never ends. Oh, it goes on and on, my friend. What did I do to deserve this? What the hell did I do to deserve this? Not only are the Dolphins an absolute irrelevant franchise, but I'm forced to watch the New England Patriots go to Super Bowl after 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 Super Bowl. And nobody has the guts to challenge them. Nobody. They're going to go again next year. They're probably the year after that and the year after that. The one person who could stand toe-to-toe with Tom Brady, he retired. That was Peyton Manning. In the meantime, they just keep automatically winning. You give the ball to Tom Brady with 2 minutes left. You might as well just let him go down the field. One play. So at least you have time to answer. And Patrick Mahomes didn't have any time to answer, but damn it, he got them in the field goal range to force overtime, which of course meant nothing. Because the Patriots in overtime is the same thing. It's shooting fish in a barrel. It's over. The game is over. In that situation, there's nothing. There's nothing you can do to stop them. In the current NFL landscape, and this is why Tom Brady is sometimes called the greatest quarterback of all time. The slot play that he makes is impossible to defend. And nobody's ever been better at hitting that slot play. The Patriots always get the slot receivers. It's a system. It's a system. You could plug in a Julian Edelman. You put Julian Edelman elsewhere, he ain't nothing. Look at the season Danny Amendola had with the Dolphins. That will tell you he is nothing. Danny Amendola was nothing. You put Julian Edelman on like the Jets, the Colts, don't hear from him again. You take some bum receiver who's got the ability to catch, doesn't have to be fast. He just needs to catch that slot play, 10 yards, boom, shooting fish in a barrel, because you can't defend it. The rules in the NFL have put it such that play can't be defended. And so, what do you do? You put the two guys on the slot receiver, then the guy down the field, he's open. And of course, then you got Gronkowski on top of that, who, even though he's didn't have a great year, still makes that one play that matters. Add a running game, Sonny Michel being a revelation. Add James White, James third down White. I mean, James White, it's like they put him in bubble wrap and freeze him for the playoffs. And then all of a sudden they reel him out, and all of a sudden he starts making every play again. I mean, this is why the Patriots have won year after year. They just know every rule, make every play that's necessary, and if you want to call that the best ever, you could call that the best ever. Physically, of course, he's not the best quarterback ever. Doesn't have the best mechanics of all time. I mean, that's how he gets to be the 199th pick. See, to me, to be the best quarterback ever, it's a quarterback you could take and put on any team and improve him. If Tom Brady was drafted by the New York Jets in 2000, he's selling insurance today. He never develops into this. But it just... I mean, as good as 2 overtime championship games were, it shows you everything wrong in the NFL today. That's my take for today. Is today we were shown everything wrong in the NFL, laid out for everyone to watch. And of course, the media is not going to tell you that. The media is just going to tell you how great the game was. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, 23 years old, is the future of the NFL. There's no doubt about that. Although, with Andy Reid coaching, Andy Reid, unlike Bill Belichick, doesn't know what to do in these situations. He doesn't get his players prepared for these situations because he's out there panicking himself. You have players lining up offsides that take away potential game-sealing interceptions because they're not prepared. The Chiefs were completely sucking wind on that last drive and in overtime. I mean, I knew as soon as the Chiefs scored to take that lead, the Patriots are going to answer. 2 minutes and 3 timeouts is an eternity for Tom Brady. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. And then you go out there and he keeps getting these third down conversions. I mean, a third and long play. If you get third and long, if you allow someone to complete a pass on third and long, it's almost like turning the ball over, I've always felt. And just think about this stat. The Patriots have played 3 overtime games in the Tom Brady era, have won the coin toss all 3 times. The other team has never seen the ball. Is that fair? Okay, you can say that a team can play defense now, but how many ways are defenses handcuffed? I mean, if you tap Tom Brady, you're going to get a flag because these refs are awful. I mean, we've seen a season of egregious penalty calls on quarterbacks. Nothing was more egregious than that call in the 4th quarter of a game on the line with Tom Brady. He barely even brushed him. And he got a flag. So you can't hit the quarterback. You can't pressure the quarterback. You get called every time. You can't hold the receiver. You got that slot play to people who catch the ball every time. Defense is impossible in this situation. You got a tired defense in this situation. And to not allow any team to get, I'm not saying equal possessions. I say the NFL overtime rule should at least be every team gets 1 possession. At least. I don't want to see the NFL, the college football's gimmicky run from the 25 and keep going overtime. That's not the answer either. But I say give every team at least 1 possession. And in the playoffs, I say equal possessions. So the Patriots get the ball, they score, you get the Chiefs a chance to answer. I mean, that's all we're asking is just get the possessions. Just fix that. "41-year-olds are just," and you know it's partially the Dolphins' fault. It's partially the Dolphins' fault for this dynasty, because the AFC East has been so lousy and will continue to be lousy because you have dumbass Jets, and they keep hiring the same coaches from within the division. I mean, the Bills, Rex Ryan was a disaster his last few years with the Jets, so the Bills go, "We'll take him." And then they crash and burn. Adam Gase was not good in Miami. Couldn't make Ryan Tannehill a good quarterback. So just say, "Ooh, he's a quarterback guru. He coached Peyton Manning." Peyton Manning didn't need to be coached. Do you know Adam Gase was also the quarterback's coach of Don Orlovsky on the 0-16 Lions? And he's got those eyes, those eyes. And now the Dolphins are going to hire Brian Flores because somehow they think hiring someone from the Patriots is going to work. But you know what? It hasn't worked. Romeo Crennel sucked. Josh McDaniels sucked. Matt Patricia sucks. Mike Vrabel sucked. Is sucking. Charlie Weiss sucked. Eric Mangini, horrible. You know, they talk about coaching trees, and the best coaching tree of all time, to me, is Paul Brown. Some might say it's Bill Walsh, and you could argue it's Bill Walsh. But remember, Bill Walsh himself is part of the Paul Brown coaching tree. I mean, if you look at the Paul Brown coaching tree, it's a mighty sequoia. If you look at the Bill Belichick coaching tree, it's the Christmas tree that Charlie Brown brought at the Christmas tree lot. But it's just shooting fish in a barrel. You give Tom Brady 2 minutes. You give Tom Brady the ball in overtime to start with. It's shooting fish in the barrel. It's nothing. The game's over. So here we are, Boston versus LA. Again, because almost as much as I hate the Patriots, I hate LA. I hate everything about LA. Their fans are phonies. I mean, this goes deep to my hatred for the Lakers. Perhaps, and the Dodgers, and of course, I never liked the Dodgers. And then you got the Rams, who just, the Saints absolutely getting full-on screwed today by the referees. Not only could you have called pass interference on that play, you could have called helmet-to-helmet, defensive receiver. This guy's going to get fined. He's going to get fined for this play that... And the NFL is going to issue an apology. The Saints are going to go like this. The Saints would, if this was the Colts, the Saints would do this. They'll hang the banner up. NFL apology. NFL apology. They'll hang up the banner next to the Super Bowl championship banner. How about getting referees to have a friggin' clue? So this is what you had: 2 overtime games. One was hurt by the NFL's overtime rules, where you don't allow both teams to get the ball. And the other was hurt by incompetent officiating. Now you got the Super Bowl. Teams I hate. I haven't been able to enjoy Super Bowl in friggin' years. You know, it's bad enough my teams suck. Do the teams I hate have to keep winning? NBA, yeah, let's see the Golden State Warriors. Woo! Or the Lakers. Baseball, yeah, let's see. Oh, Red Sox or Yankees. And National League, Dodgers, Braves. It sucks. It absolutely friggin' sucks! And what are the Dolphins going to do next year? You know they're going to do the wrong thing because you have awful ownership. And nobody in the AFC East is going to be good. Nobody. So you know the Patriots are going to be a 1 or 2 seed again next year. And it's going to be shooting fish in the barrel. They'll go to Super Bowl number 10, 4 in a row. Looking for number 7 probably. Because it will just continue to be shooting fish in a barrel. NBA, late night with the NFL championships going on. We had the Pacers beating the Hornets. The Timberwolves downing the Suns. And the Clippers tripping up the Spurs 103-95. NHL, the Washington Capitals are having some issues as of late. And they are not playing good hockey at the moment. And they lost Sunday afternoon to the Blackhawks 8-5 as Jonathan Taves absolutely went off. A hat trick, 2 assists, 5-point day. Meanwhile, those New York Islanders, how do they keep winning? Barry Trotz, you say? Boy, I tell you, the Capitals wish they had Barry Trotz right about now, as the Islanders won their 5th straight, remain in first place without John Tavares. Who would ever thought that possible? Got 2 goals from Cal Clutterbuck. A shutout from Robin Lanier as they roasted the Ducks 3-0. It was the Canucks 3-2 winners over the Red Wings. The Coyotes went into Toronto and stunned the Maple Leafs 4-2. And it was the Hurricanes blowing apart the Edmonton Oilers 7-4. Boy, I tell you, the Oilers, team of the future. Yeah, right. Today's 3 stars were Greg Zuerlein, who had 4 field goals, including a 56-yard game winner for the Rams. Sonny Michel, who, let me tell you something, Sonny Michel, you know, that's just another thing the Patriots do. They draft better than anyone else. I mean, this guy wasn't... All these teams missed on Sonny Michel, and he ends up going to them. 113 yards, 2 touchdowns. and Patrick Taves, who had 3 goals and 2 assists for the Blackhawks. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Hakeem Olajuwon, who turns 56. And we take a look back to another Super Bowl and another era when there was a dominant team called the Pittsburgh Steelers. They met the Dallas Cowboys twice in a 4-year period in the Super Bowl. It was his first Super Bowl rematch. And it was the Steelers winning again. This was one of the most compelling Super Bowls, one of the highest rated Super Bowls for a long time, TV ratings, that both teams came in with 2 Super Bowl wins each, looking to become the first to win 3 Lombardi trophies. And of course, it was the Steelers beating the Cowboys 35-31 in Super Bowl 13. So check out the full story of Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Don't forget to listen to Allow Me to Be Frank, and I want one Super Bowl! Is that all I ask? I could die happy if the Dolphins win just one for me while I'm alive. Just one! Good day.